Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today is the final episode of the 11th season. Madness. Honestly, it really is. Maybe it's a wedding day, maybe it's not, I don't know. I've not seen the name of the episode. I'm just excited for it, and I can't believe we're going to be tomorrow progressing into the final season of the show. What a crazy wild ride it would have been. 200 and think 80 episodes potentially of this. Is madness. I feel like it's the longest one that we've ever posted onto the channel, and obviously we're approaching the finale of the second to last season, which is pretty crazy in my opinion, and I feel like we've come into it pretty strong. The last few episodes have been really good, really entertaining. Everybody got pink eye last episode. It was going to be a couple of struggles, and a bit of anticipation building whether Amy was going to be looking perfect for a wedding day. Sheldon went to ask his brother, did he want to come to the wedding after refusing his invites, because obviously they was brought up with each other not really on the best of terms. He thought that he was kind of picking on him all the time, and his brother was explaining just the situation of everything, and they come to an understanding. They both was happy, and he obviously said that he wouldn't miss his wedding for the world. So I mean, they've got their estates in good orders, and now obviously it's going to be moving, steamrolling ahead right into obviously the wedding day, which is really exciting. Hopefully everybody's recovered for the big day. So I'm really excited. I can't wait for it. Hopefully it's today. Hopefully guys are excited for it too. If you do enjoy today's episode, please smash like. It really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump in to the last episode of the 11th season of The Big Bang Theory.
Saturday is the big day. A lot of people thought this would never come. I may have been one of those people.
Wait, are we talking about the wedding?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I was definitely one of those people.
Family coming in tomorrow, I'm gonna need everyone's help.
Or like Lord of the Rings, and you're the Fellowship. Someone's got to go to Gondor, someone's got to go to Mordor, someone's got to hold off the demon of shadow and flame.
You mean the Balrog?
I mean my mother. That was Will Wheaton. He's really excited about tomorrow.
If you'd have told me as a child that an actor from Star Trek would be officiating my wedding, I would have said, ooh, William Shatner.
Why do you keep tying and untying that bow tie?
I can't seem to get it even.
So, are you feeling okay? No wedding jitters?
There is nothing in the world that would stop me from marrying you tomorrow. Even me from the future, coming back to prevent the wedding and the subsequent birth of a child who will destroy humanity.
If you came from the future, that would mean you already went through with the wedding because you believe that time travel is on a closed loop.
I love you so damn much.
I'm surprised Amy didn't pick us up.
Oh, well, she's pretty busy the day before her wedding.
Too busy for her mother?
Thank you again for picking us up.
Oh, my pleasure, Mrs. Cooper.
Our driver to the airport was also an Indian fella. Oh, so now it's racist to notice when somebody's Indian.
Congratulations on baby number 2.
Yeah. Whoopee.
Her husband would be here, but he stayed home to watch their older son.
We're separated.
You don't say.
What was that program? Oh, 2.5 Men, where Alan is attracted to pregnant women. If there's ever a single pregnant woman around, he's like, oh, I need to date her. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. She is from Cobra Kai. I love that show. She was introduced, was it the first season? And we've not seen her since. Because at first when she was in, she was like, hey, and then never seen her again. And his mum's flickered in here and out, throughout the show, and she's been quite consistent with her views and the way she says things, which I like. Sometimes it's controversial, but everybody kind of knows you now. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know what you're going to get. You know the line that you're about to toe. Do you know what I mean? The same with Sheldon when he offends people. He's no malice in what he's saying, but you do know that sometimes some mad shit might come out of his mouth. Do you know what I mean? So it's good that we had these characters, and glad that they're all coming in. And I wonder if Sheldon's grandma, Mima, whatever it is coming, because they built her up. I remember that episode, man. They built her up throughout the whole show that she's this amazing person. He loves her. And I thought she was a right bitch to Amy Me when she come in. I'm not even kidding. Like, Amy didn't do anything, and she was well rude to her and nasty. So, and then Amy was back, but I feel like it's valid. I feel like if somebody does it to you first, then you've got every reason to say stuff back. So, I wonder if they're gonna obviously, sort their feud out.
So, you're Sheldon's big brother.
Yeah, he got the brains, I got the bod, and the face, and the hair.
Did you used to sound like that? Can you still?
I can, I will not.
Y'all said something about my bow tie.
Hey, Shelley.
I'm so glad you made it, Missy. This is my fiance, Amy. Amy, this is my sister. If I ever need a kidney, this is where you get it.
Where's Mom?
She wanted to stop by the hotel and freshen up, and then call her pastor to pray for Missy's soul.
Can you believe our little lamb is finally getting married? He can't believe it. And
Mate, that would be
neither
so
can I.
annoying.
Hi, Dad. How you doing?
I found him in the backyard. Don't worry, I already called the owner.
Good. Because we don't need a dog. We already have 2 babies, you and Stuart.
Oh, no way. Mark Hamill.
I'm gonna need a minute. Hello.
Thank you so much for finding this guy. Oh my goodness.
Mate, invite him to the wedding.
Hey, Mark. Thanks so much. I want to give you a reward for finding him.
Oh no, he couldn't take your money. It's just
There must be something I can do for you.
Mate,
Anything.
you got to go to the wedding.
you're gonna regret that.
Oh, mate, I'm so excited. Like, I'm actually so excited. I really hope Mark Hamill turns up to the wedding. Like, how good would that be? I want to see Sheldon's reaction. Oh, mate, I'm really excited. I really am. Like, I mean, it's a big cameo. Would you say this is the biggest cameo that we've had? In my opinion, anyway, I would say he is. There's been some big... Arthur Jeffries is a good one. Rip to him, you know what I mean? Like, he's in it quite a lot, but... Yeah, I feel like Mark Hamill... Carrie Fisher was in it, wasn't she, actually, as well? Who was he with, actually? He was a big one as well. The one that... James Earl Jones, he's a big one. He's a big one. He was bantering him. He seemed like I'd want to be mates with him in real life if he was like that. But mate, just the tease of the potential attendance at the wedding with Sheldon, it's good. This is good.
Hey, dude. You know that I don't think of you as a woman.
Oh, perfect. I don't think of you as a man.
As 2 genderless blobs of human flesh, how would you like to go to Sheldon and Amy's wedding with me?
This might be a little weird considering you're my boss.
Guess who's gonna officiate Sheldon and Amy's wedding? Mark Hamill. Luke Skywalker is gonna be at the wedding.
You'll need to buy me a dress.
Played Amelia Earhart in the 8th grade.
Amy, you never said you were in a school play.
Oh, no, at home. I'd never let her do a school play.
He still does some performing. She and Sheldon do an internet show about flags.
Videos on the internet?
You're awfully quiet. Are you okay?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking about string theory.
These are the people I'm gonna have to live with after you're dead.
Welcome, Bert. Don't you look nice?
Yeah, like a geode I clean up good.
Crack a geode open.
Well, it's not a perfect metaphor.
What is he doing you?
I found his dog and guilted him into officiating the wedding. Don't tell Sheldon, it's a surprise.
Wait, I thought Will was officiating the wedding.
Yeah, so did he. Hey, Will!
No, I'm just so happy for you. And for me. After today, you are officially, and more important, legally, Amy's problem.
Hey, baby.
Hello, Mother.
Leonard, could you give us a moment?
Oh, of course.
I wish your dad could see you now. He would be so proud of you. I know that I am. Let me straighten your tie.
No, it's all right. It's supposed to be a little asymmetrical.
Imperfect stuff that makes things perfect.
Excuse me.
Case in point.
He said something with, like, before, he said it was something that Amy said that stuck to his head, and I'm hoping that he don't ruin something. Do you know what I mean? I'm hoping that he don't realise something and kind of affects the way he originally felt about things or whatever. I mean, I think the wedding's going ahead. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, like, it's even maybe going to clip with string theory or something like that he's realised, and it's just obviously, you know, steamrolling forward.
So, we finally meet. Will Wheaton. I was supposed to officiate this wedding. I was up all night preparing these notes.
Well, thanks so much. It's going to be a great help.
There's something I need to tell you. Wow, you look amazing. That's not what I need to tell you, but you do.
What's wrong? Yeah?
My equations have been trying to describe an imperfect world, and the only way to do that is to introduce imperfection into the underlying theory.
So instead of supersymmetry, it would be super asymmetry?
Hey, everybody! It's gonna be a few more minutes, but while we wait, does anyone have any questions about Star Wars?
Asymmetric knots with sheets in 4 dimensions. Now, I can bootstrap the whole idea to a large asymmetry in 11 dimensions.
Everyone's waiting. What are you guys doing?
Super asymmetry.
Super asymmetry? Is that a thing?
We're inventing it right now.
They're all going to be in there.
When you were on the Wookiee home planet, how did you even understand what they were saying?
I don't remember ever being on a Wookiee home planet.
Actually, Luke was on the Wookiee home planet Kashyyyk in the holiday special when he helped Chewie get home to his wife.
Wow, it's impressive.
Yeah.
I got a question. Why aren't there tires on any of those Star Wars vehicles?
I'm sure some of them had tires.
The HAVWA-5 turbo tank has metal gripping wheels, but I wouldn't call them tires.
You are so hot. This is taking too long. I bet that Sheldon stood my baby up. This whole thing was a big mistake. I'm gonna find Amy and get her out of here.
Sit down. Sheldon loves Amy, and he would never hurt her on her wedding day or any other day, so park it.
That's right, Penny. Go on. Sometimes you have to set your foot down, don't you? People peck head sometimes.
Oh, you sit down too.
Innit? Like, some people peck head and they need to be told and put in their place. Don't matter where you are. You know, she was there thinking that... Like, she's acting like it's all about her when she's not been stood up because she's not there and Sheldon's not there. You actually don't even know what the situation is altogether. And to be honest, what I'm hoping is they don't spend too much time doing this trivia blah 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 stuff or whatever it is that you're doing, you know, equations, mathematics. That Mark Hamill's like, look mate, I've been here too long, you know, my time is precious, I'm going, and Sheldon don't get to see him, you know what I mean? That's what I'm hoping anyway. Like, I'm hoping that they can do whatever, solve it, have a good time, go out, get married, and obviously have a good time.
According to Google, there are 0 papers that mention super asymmetry. This is brand new. No one's thought of it.
Sheldon had a breakthrough.
Well, actually, Amy and I had a breakthrough.
Oh, science? Shocking.
We have our whole lives to do science together.
Let's get married.
All right. It's go time. I am pumped.
That's Mark Mark
Congratulations on your wedding.
Thank you. When this is over, I have 4,000 things for you to sign.
Thank you, Daddy. I thought Will was marrying us.
Wallowitz got us an upgrade.
We are gathered here today in the sight of family, friends, and Almighty God.
That's too religious.
That lady over there made me say it.
He heard you, and he can't unhear you.
I'm just going to skip to the rings and vows since I've been answering your questions for 45 minutes.
When I was a little girl, I used to dream about my wedding, but eventually I stopped. Thought that day would never come. First moment in that coffee shop, I knew that there was something special between us, even though I did work on a study that disproved love at first sight.
I loved that study the moment I read it.
Can't imagine loving you more than I do right now.
Is that growth linear or accelerating?
Accelerating.
Oh, maybe we could graph it out.
I don't know what the future holds, but I know that I've never been happier than I am in this moment marrying you.
I usually know exactly what to say. I'm overwhelmed by you. Not in the elevator in the Haunted Mansion way. I will spend my life showing you how much I love you.
Do you?
Saying I'm here if you need me to step in.
You take Sheldon for your lawful wedded husband.
I do.
And Sheldon, same thing.
I do.
Husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Yeah, Chet Barry.
My love has come along.
I actually like Bowie. He's actually decent. Like, every little cameo that Barry makes is actually pretty funny, to be honest. Honestly, it really is. Now, that was a good cameo, you know. It was nice to have somebody. I mean, the battle between Star Trek and Star Wars has been fully confirmed. Star Wars is out on top. Now, to be honest, it's they're both on similar levels in it of fandom. Like, everybody. Do you know what? I'd actually like to know, is there somebody that likes Star Wars that don't like Star Trek? And is there somebody like Star Trek that don't like Star Wars? Because they're very similar. Obviously, they got different stories, but like the fandoms are massive. Honestly, they really are. It's like the Lord of the Rings. It's totally different fandom to these guys, but like, you know, huge fandom. Absolutely massive. Do you know what I mean? And they've got a proper following. And I liked that Mark Hamill was here today. It was just good. It was unexpected, and it was a nice little added touch to the wedding, which is obviously all we care about for Amy and Sheldon, you know what I mean? And to be honest, that dress was a little bit of a grower. When I first seen it, didn't really like it. When I seen her again when she was wearing it in the apartment, didn't really mind it. And when I seen her today and him in his tux, I thought, looks really good. Do you know what I mean? So like, it just shows that it's all situational based. You know, like I was saying last episode, you put a Ford Focus next to a Ferrari, it don't look as good. You take the Ferrari away and just keep the Focus there, and it's actually not as bad as you thought it was. And that was the same as that. And the more you get in, the more you use it, the more you're like, oh, this is good. And I'm happy for them. And family was there. I feel like this is the way that it should have been done, like with a wedding. I know that we had to have a spontaneous one with Bernadette and Howard on the rooftop when he was going obviously up into space, and then we had to have we just had a reactionary quick eloping one. Is that what it's called? Where you run off to Vegas and just get it done like that. Nobody was there to celebrate, and then they had to kind of like backtrack and do like a redo thing with everybody like turning up and all that stuff. And this is the proper one that we've had, the first one where it's like a proper ceremony, people down, officiated. Walking down the aisle and parents there and all that, and I don't know, I thought it was really good. Amy looked really nice, and obviously Sheldon was happy, and I thought Amy's vows was better than Sheldon's, but because Sheldon talks a hell of a lot every single day, pretty much 24/7, the fact that he didn't say anything says everything. Does that make sense? Because he's that blown away, he's that stunned for words, that like sometimes less is more. And in that situation for Sheldon, we all know that he talks all of the time and he makes everything about him. And he said a little thing about Amy and how it feels, and that was it. You don't have to go any deeper than that. He said that she overwhelms him and consumes him, and that's all that needs to be said for Sheldon. You know that less is more in that situation, and it worked out well, and you could see that even Matt Hamill was emotional as well. So I'm really happy. We did get the wedding. Good way to end season 11, and obviously now we've got Mr. and Mrs. Cooper going into the final season. Really excited for it. Okay, that is going to wrap up today's episode. I mean, look at the season. It's pretty mad. You know, we've had a baby and a wedding. In the context of it, it's madness, isn't it? Honestly, it actually is. You know, I feel like the season's been pretty steady, steady Eddie, but it's not really been that amazing. However, towards the end of it, it's really picked up. It's been really exciting, and it's been really entertaining, in my personal opinion. I feel like they've done a good, solid ending to a season the way it should be done. And obviously, like I said, I'm excited to go into the next season. I don't really know what we're going to do with the final one. Are we going to have a honeymoon? We're going to have, obviously, the aftermath of the wedding. You know, usually in shows, obviously, we know we're coming to the end, so should we do predictions, or should we do that in the next episode? You know what I mean? I feel like I'll throw an easy prediction out right now, and I feel like the way that the show's going to end is people moving away. I feel like either somebody's going to get a job and they're going to have to move out of the apartment and no longer going to be living in Pasadena anymore. That's what I feel like is going to happen. I feel like that's the easiest way of doing it. We've seen it in Friends. You know, Monica and Chandler had a baby, and then they was moving out of the apartment. Something that was a staple of obviously the whole entire show. Everybody knows that one. Same way here, you know, with the blue doors, 4A, 4B, you know, the elevator broken, X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like something's going to happen between them where somebody's going to have a job and they're going to have to all move away, or somebody is, and that's obviously going to break the friendship group up. But, you know, they've all established like a lifestyle that they can all be okay with. So whether it's Leonard and Penny moving away, you know, you've got Sheldon married now and he no longer needs them to look after him. He's got his wife, and obviously Howard and Bernadette have got the children, and obviously if they move away, they've got their family, and these guys, like I said, vice versa. Two married couples living across the hall, still got the friends together. Do you know what I mean? Like, Raj is the only one that's kind of floating and bouncing around, and he's not really like established like a relationship with anybody yet, and he might be the one that gets hit hard. I don't really know. Do you know what I mean? So that would be kind of like my prediction going into the next season. Obviously, I'd be interested to see how it obviously plays out. Now, interestingly, you know, I don't know what the girl is called who's working in Stuart's store, but looks like she's taken a bit of affection to him. You know, he's all nerded out in his comics, something that she's passionate about, and obviously it's brought up a little flair, bit of attraction for her towards him. And I'm pretty sure that she's in a movie called The Wrong Misser that's out on Netflix, and it's actually pretty good as well. When did I watch it? I might watch it on the plane or something, but like, you know, when you stick something on, you watch it and you're like, you know what, never would have put this on, but it's on, and it was actually not that bad, and that's that. So if you're looking for a film, stick the Ron Missy on. She's in it, I'm pretty sure anyway. Not 100% certain, very confident though. It was actually quite surprisingly good. Now, obviously, these guys are married now, and like I said, we've got Leonard and Penny married, we've got Howard and Bernadette married, and now we've got Sheldon and Amy, the last people that I ever would have thought would have actually got married on the show if you told me in the first season. And as well, what an introduction to bringing Bernadette and Penny into, Amy into the show. I feel like it's elevated everybody better. The cast members have got much more kind of, what would you say, like, there's been more of a situational based, where it's not just the same people all the time. Diversity, that's it. You know, bringing them in brought the show to be more diverse. We had female night, we obviously had guys night, then we got mixed couples, you know, spending time. Howard and Bernadette with Penny and Leonard, Howard and Bernadette with Howard, Leonard and Sheldon, or Amy and Sheldon, do you know what I mean? And then cross couples. So I feel like them being introduced, it was only 2 characters, but like how much it changed the dynamic of everything. The best decision personally was bringing Amy into it. I'm not saying she's the best character on the show, but what I am saying is like how it's impacted Sheldon and changed his personality and the whole traits about him and everything like that. It's the catalyst of everything pretty much, and what a good decision it was. And like I said, we're going to go into the final season. Pretty crazy. It's mad. I can't believe we're going to be finishing it in 24 episodes. Probably that's how long the others have been. It's been a mad wild ride. So thanks for checking out today's episode, this season, the whole show in general. If you did enjoy it, please smash like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.